pull the triple and like e-bike, super heavy, gave me a bit of a kick on the takeoff, and then overweight to the outside. Big tree on the left, landed straight into the tree. Like smoked my head, broke my helmet, like shoulder was like yellow, like everywhere. I think I broke it actually with the clip pedal clipped in, and then compressed like this and broke it.
Andreas Kolb hails from Schladming in Austria and is one of the best World Cup downhill racers on the planet. The journeyman spent years as a privateer while working as a car mechanic and battling his way through the ranks.
Andy Kolb lands deep, over the line. Andreas Kolb goes fastest.
2022 was the breakout year where he got 5 World Cup podiums. Then in 2023, it all came together and he won his first World Cup at 27 years old at home in Leogang.
It's so emotional for me. It's my 9th season in Elite. It took me ages to get here, and I will never forget this day. It's unreal.
He has joined the YT mob for 2025 and he is looking for more.
I woke up and I was like, I haven't crashed for so long, like 2 months at least. Same day, bam, hit the deck.
Dude.
I see trainers telling athletes like, you gotta be good with 18, la 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 la. No, look at the Côte Norden, Benoît Boulange, Bernard Kerr, me, I don't know. I think for me, the current setup would be for sure career end.
Why can't we get a World Cup back in Schladming?
I need to be careful to not fall into the like, just train, eat clean, blah, 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 kind of mindset. Now I think about 2022, dude, I partied every weekend. I think if that would have not happened, I would have probably called it, pretty sure.
But first, guys, I need to ask you a huge favor to please like and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous, drop a comment. This makes such a huge difference to the YouTube algorithm. And at this stage, we need all the help we can get because the bigger the podcast gets, the bigger the guests. Back to this episode.
Andreas Kolb. Finally, we actually get to sit down and do this.
It took a while, eh?
We've been trying for like, when did I first reach out to you? Was it like,
Don't know.
I think
probably before I started mountain biking.
Stoked that we actually made it happen.
Stoked as well.
Sorry, I was a bit late. First day in Schladming today, so I got a little bit delayed.
Classic
last
Enjoying
run.
the bike park. Best bike park out there, isn't it?
My hands are, as you can see,
Schladming approved.
I just found out, you just told me that you actually broke your ankle in the off season. I had no idea.
It's funny, a lot of people don't know about it.
So, what happened?
E-bike, that's what happened. I went on an e-bike ride, actually end of December, 29th of December it was, with my trainer and another friend. And just tried a triple I did before already on a track we built, like a Lomi track, super nice track actually. Pulled the triple and like e-bike, super heavy, gave me a bit of a kick on the takeoff, and then I kind of like overweight to the outside. Big tree on the left, landed straight into the tree. Like smoked my head, broke my helmet, like shoulder was like yellow, like everywhere. Nothing happened on the shoulder there. But my foot, I think I broke it actually with the clip pedal clipped in, and then compressed like this and broke it. It's like the doctor said it's more like a snowboard fracture I had, like a classic one. Like you normally don't see it from mountain biking like this. So
crazy.
That was right after when I posted the videos from skiing. So everybody was like, you did it on the skis, come on, you can say it, because it's also a skiing injury,
Yeah.
Like, no, I swear my trainer was there. I have proof. My helmet's broken. Yeah. But that was a pretty sad moment. First I went to the hospital in Graz, and there was a specialist. I was so happy. He told me, just the ligament is torn. And I'm like, dude, I've done that before. I've torn a ligament 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was painful, but I could still walk, and like you're limping. It hurts a little bit. Maybe need a painkiller, but all good. And I was stoked. Went home here for New Year's Eve. Started walking and everything. I always tried to walk.
With a broken ankle.
This is painful as hell. And I went to my doctor, which I normally see most of the time. did a X-ray, and he's like, nah, I can see something. Let's do a CT or MRI. I think it was a CT. And I was like, yeah, you need surgery. I'm like, right, awesome. Second off-season in a row where I get injured. Like the year before, I broke my radius head on the wrist. I was like, dude, not again. But I mean, it was still December, so it was not the biggest disaster. Like March would be worse. So there was still a bit of hope, but yeah, it's my biggest injury I ever had. So
Crazy.
yeah.
Well, we're on that topic. So you've had the hand, the ankle. What else have you had, injury-wise?
I did the left hand quite often already. That was my first injury. I broke the metacarp. How's it called?
Metacarpal?
Yeah, that one from the ring finger. 2013. That was my first injury. Then I broke this one from my thumb in 2019 in Leogang. First compression, after the start gate.
Yeah.
On the grass.
Yeah.
I just lost the front, crashed like this, and the handlebar broke it. Like this hand was never on the floor. I couldn't believe it. I raised collies and everything.
No
with
way.
like foam underneath, and it was like fully broken. But I didn't really know, but yeah.
But
if I would have looked closely, I would have known. And I got 63rd or 65th, like only
No way.
2/10 of finals or something. So I was quite happy though, because it was super painful. What else? I did both AC joints on both shoulders. This one was a grade 2. This was a grade 4, I think, like the highest grade. Had surgery on it. The collarbone, 2018. Like shoulders was both 2017. Collarbone was 2018. After my first top 20. I was like, I'm there.
2018.
Yeah, I thought.
Was that on a
Saracen?
on the Saracen?
Yeah, the MRC trading.
No
Saracen
way.
team. In Croatia, like the gnarliest track, remember?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, my first top 20.
I got a flat in qualifying.
Like everybody else, that's why I got a top 20. But I thought I'm the king now. This is the beginning.
To be fair, it was a short track, but it was not an easy track.
I liked it. I thought it was sick. Something different. You see the sea from both sides of
I
the
think it was
Stargate.
sick to have like many
Calamari
like
fritty every day. I mean, how good. Dude, I loved it. I hope we go back one day. We'll be sick.
Yeah, it's a shame that they had two. Was it?
That's just one
the
walkout,
one.
I think.
And they've had a couple of European Cups.
I think it's the same organizer than Maribor used to be.
Yeah.
And I've heard some rumors Maribor wants to come back, so maybe Login one day as well. Would be cool.
I'm surprised that you've had quite a few injuries.
Elbow, 2022. Just when I did my first podium before that, I broke my radius head in the elbow. But that was kind of a small injury, like nothing crazy.
Well, I remember, it's actually surprising. I mean, you've had quite a long list of injuries, but like, touch wood, not like, the ankle was not great, but
for sure.
With the way that I remember, the first time I saw you was like 2013, around that area when you were on Sam's team, I think.
2013.
Or 2014 maybe.
2014 was the same team, I would say.
Sam came to me and he's like, there's this kid from Schladming, his name's Andy Kolb, and he's mad. Like, he's mad. He's like, he just goes into sections so fast.
Yeah, I didn't really give a...
I remember actually specifically in Leogang, like where on the old track where you'd come off the wall rides and hit that step down, and then you'd go, they had that section with off camber routes.
Dude, I love that section.
And it was wet.
Yeah.
And it was the section I hated the most. And I remember standing there in practice and just watch you come through there, just like no consideration for your health whatsoever.
I had a huge crash there.
It was just like full gas, no brakes.
Was that 2014 or 15?
I don't know, one of those
I had a massive crash there. Like, it was like through 2 trees, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I went a little bit too far right and clipped the tree. I literally crashed till the freeride track on my head. I saw stars and everything. It was pretty gnarly, actually. Still have the helmet somewhere. It's pretty smashed.
Dude. So, yeah, I think that's pretty impressive to have that, only have that. And now, when you watch you now, like, you don't look crazy on the bike anymore.
No, not at all.
You look like very controlled, like calculated, which is totally opposite to how I first saw you on the bike.
Yeah, I think I had to learn a lot. I think my wild riding style was part of all the injuries.
Yeah.
And like you said, nothing really crazy except that ankle, which was way more of an injury than I thought. But yeah, I had to learn from the injuries a lot, and yeah, just wanted to keep getting smoother and smoother and crash less. And now I'm literally, sometimes I don't crash for 3 months.
What?
Yeah, honestly, it's insane.
But how do you feel when you haven't crashed for a while? Because like,
Dude,
because like
when was it? I think it was it La Tui this year? I woke up and I was like, I haven't crashed for so long, like 2 months at least. I couldn't remember the last crash. And I was like, ooh. So the longer it's away, the sooner it will happen, you know?
that's what.
Same day, bam,
No
hit the
way.
deck.
Dude.
I think it was actually the crash I had in La Tui in my quali run. Like both quali runs I crashed.
Yeah.
So from not crashing for 2 months, I crashed twice on a day.
But
It's weird. Sometimes I have my days where I'm not 100%, or I don't know, I want too much, or
But I think it's like it's almost like when you think about it,
yeah, for
then
sure.
it happens.
Oh yeah,
And
for
like
sure.
because I've had that before also where I haven't crashed in months.
Yeah.
And then you think like, I haven't crashed for a while, and you're like, shit. I mean, it's not nice.
Why do you
to
think
crash,
about it?
But then you're like, the longer I go without a crash means at some point it's gonna come.
It's like, I should go into that slow corner there and just tip over, so I crashed. Yes, I crashed again. I can call it a crash. Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, I got way better. I think watching Bruni, especially 2018, I think winning Lenzerheide the World Championship. I remember that run. That was like the time where I got injured the most. I was like, this dude looks like he's not even trying. I'm trying my best and I'm not even getting into top 30. Like sometimes I do it, but I think I got 31st at this one. So, and I rode for my life literally. So I'm like, how is this dude going so smooth? And I'm risking everything and I'm 10 seconds back or more. So yeah, Pekki came in, Markus Peckel, and taught me a lot about riding style, technique, where to brake, where not to brake, like so much.
Really?
Yeah.
Because how do you, take us through, how do you go from where you were, like getting, say, 30th, and then to winning a World Cup when you've got that mindset? Because a lot of us had that mindset where you like, I remember runs and I came down and like, it felt like you could not go faster. I would have killed myself if I went faster. And then you're like 12 seconds back or 10 seconds back, and you're like, what?
You cross the line, you're like, turn back up.
And you're like, then you watch, as you say, like you watch Bruni or one of those guys come down, and they like so smooth.
Yeah.
And, like Minnar as well, like so smooth, and it makes it look easy. And
Well, I think it's about trusted process, isn't it? Like the classic saying. I think for me, I wanted to be super good straight away, but I only started riding when I was 16. Take Jackson Goldstone now. He started when he was 5.
yeah.
Oh, what's the kid now riding in Whistler I saw today? What's his name? Weston Lucas? Something like this? Flipping every second jump on A-line and stuff?
Yeah.
Flipping
So there was a
the
kid
big
who
ones?
just landed the
Double
the
backflip.
youngest double. He's the youngest, but
Yeah.
landed double backflip. Yeah.
You look at those kids, like obviously they are better earlier.
You know, Jackson's landed a double backflip.
Did he?
Yeah, I saw it in Audi 9s a few years ago. I just saw a video, a random clip that came up.
It's just a random day in his life. Dude's insane. But yeah, I think I wanted it way too much too early. But without realizing, I only raced like 4 years compared to my competitors, which raced 10 years sometimes already. Or like Bruni, apparently he started I think he said something at a BMX race when he was 3 years old.
Great.
But I can't really compare myself to Loic in my young days because I had to learn everything for so much longer. That's why I also just won my first World Cup in 23, so I was 27. So super late compared to
Crazy,
other
because
people.
if most people would have
They retire this time sometimes.
Yeah, like people are like, if you haven't made it by whatever, 25, and
Dude, that's what I thought, honestly. I was like, I need to make it before I'm 22 or something because otherwise I have to quit and just stay car mechanic and keep working on cars. Like literally, I thought you need to be super good at 22. And that's like people telling you as well, all over the internet, like, oh yeah, if you're not good at this age, forget it. I see trainers telling athletes like, you gotta be good with 18, la 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 la. No, look at the Cote Norden, Benoit Boulange, Bernard Kerr, me, I don't know.
So what was the main difference then? You said you brought in Pecky, but like what changed from like getting 30th to being able to win?
So much, that's the problem. What's to tell? I think the people around me was probably the biggest part. Pecky, at first teaching me proper riding technique, not exposing me in the worst moments. I always tried to be the fastest in the rock garden. Like, I see you just won 200s and there's a slow corner afterwards. Yeah. And you lose 3/10 because you have a shit corner technique. Yeah. Awesome. Like, you went fast in the rock garden, though, like, doesn't help you at all. So I think that was the first part, trying to understand that I need to race hard in the easier sections and not just cruise through them. That's what I did literally. Like, oh yeah, easy corner, just like everybody's cruising it, you know? Yeah. Obviously, no, that's what most time is gained. Bike setup, I think, was always a big one for me. I always rode pretty bad bikes, I would say. Not bad bikes. I think I always had quite good bikes, but like suspension or tires. I remember I had a tire company once. We developed tires, or we got tires just to ride with them because it's a sponsor. And they're literally one drop of water on the track and you had no grip. Like, awesome. But you get it for free.
Yeah, that's classic.
So that was always a big problem for me, I think. Then my mental trainer, Daniela, she's helping me a lot. I think I always thought I'm super strong mentally, but then I realized that there's so much more and that I actually think about so much negative things. And I think I started to become way more positive and grateful for a lot of things. I think that helps a lot. And not compare yourself to others. I think that's a big one. Not go on social media and like, oh, everybody's so good. You know? I think that's a big part nowadays anyway. Like you're just comparing yourself to everybody.
I think it's hard. I mean, it's like a fine balance because like you need some sort of comparison because I mean, racing is in itself comparison, but at the same time, I understand what you mean. Like if you're doing that all the time, it's easy to bring yourself down.
Like let's say Jackson Goldstone. I can't really compare myself to him. I'm like way heavier. I'm way taller. Yeah. He's just a different animal, like riding wise to me. If you try to compare my riding to his riding, it's like you will never find much similarity. Yeah. On that topic, what do you think? What's it going to take for someone to stop Jackson? I mean, I know Loic won the last World Cup, but I feel like Jackson is the guy to beat at the moment, and like for sure, 100%.
It hasn't been a guy that's done what he's been doing since like Gwyn, like or I don't know.
Yeah, Gwyn was the last one. Maybe Amory. Amory was like 3 in a row, I think.
Ah, yeah, true.
But I feel like Amory always put himself way more into like risk. Like his runs when he won, it was like he just stood down there like, oh my god, this dude is killing me. Yeah, like runs like this, you're like, dude, he's gonna die soon. Yeah. You watch Jackson, it looks like he's playing with us. Yeah. That's a bit of a different game. Like from someone going over the limit to someone looking like he's not even pushing hard. Pushing his GoPro because he thinks he forgot to start.
I couldn't believe that. Like, in your winning run.
I was like, did he just press his GoPro in the finish area? I'm like, nah, that must have, something wasn't away or whatever. And then I asked him at the bottom, I thought I didn't film. You gotta be joking. Like, how do you think about stuff like this on a winning run? Yeah. So that's insane.
To me, it's like a slap in the face to everyone else.
Can we change topic? Nah, I'm a big fan of Jackson. I think it's sick. It elevates our game as well. We're all trying to beat him now, and he's definitely beatable. And I think there's also a time frame where it's possible to be that dominant. So it's gonna end somewhere. Hopefully, I will be one of them who's ending it. I mean, Bruni ended it now, the streak. Yeah. Thanks, Loic. I think that was I kind of would have been stoked for Jackson as well. I gotta.
No one had done it before, right?
Yeah, he's such a nice kid, super humble, but yeah, you want to be the guy, not see someone else do it. I mean, I'm super far away. I only won one World Cup, so I'm not even talking about something like this. But
I feel like you've got the consistency down.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, you've done, what did you do? 5 podiums in one season? 4? 5?
5, yeah.
So like
5.
I mean, it's close. Like if everything just clicks into place, like you're not like a one-hit wonder, you know. Some people they get a podium and they don't get a podium ever again. You know?
I think when I look at the last 3 years, I'm definitely one of the most consistent riders. I mean, I was 4th, 5th, and 6th the last couple of years in the overall. Always one spot behind Finn, and I think there's always like Bruni in front of me, Jackson, and Mergier. I think that's like the guys which are always there. So I think I'm pretty stoked about that, but also I want to have that like single day feeling again. Like right now I'm a bit lacking on that, finding the aggressiveness, but also I think I had to learn a lot about the bike. I made some wrong moves on the beginning, I think. It's a 29 and everything. I was so sure that it's faster, but then I swapped to a mullet and I'm like, oh, this is actually better. But I tested on 2 easy tracks, you know. It's like,
I was going to ask you about that as well.
Yeah, I tested on 2 easy tracks.
Why? Okay, so first of all, why did you think that the 29er was faster?
Because it was fast on the track I tested.
And what made it
quite
faster?
A bit faster. I think the rolling speed and
more grip maybe on the back?
Exit speed out of the turns was insane. Just, I don't know. It felt overall so good. And it was like nearly 3 seconds quicker on 1 minute 54.
Wow.
I think it was.
Okay.
So huge time.
But Ocean also rides 29.
Yeah. So that was like, okay, Ocean is 29er.
Yeah.
I'm faster now. I'm 100% sure that's it. I wanted to test in off season again. Then my injury came in. I came back in March, which is 1.5 months before the season really starts. 1.5 months, what's he going to test? Nothing. It's just trying to get back. And then I came to Poland pretty unprepared, I would say. I'd not say unprepared, but obviously not 100% prepared. I mean, now the summer break is happening. I'm going to the gym now more again. Dude, I'm so weak.
Yeah.
It's insane. Honestly, I'm like, some weights I'm lifting so far below what I normally lift.
Yeah.
But it's getting better, so can't wait for the next couple of races.
So just like coming back to the wheel size again quickly, because I'm super interested in that as well, because I've gone back and forth with my bike. When did you decide to like, or what made you think, okay, maybe I must try the 27.5 again? And where did you try it? Like, where was the sort of light bulb moment where you're like, okay, this is actually better?
I mean, like I said, I wanted to test it in the winter, but then there was no time, so it was always in the back of my mind, like, I should give it a try again, but when? The season was so stacked. You can't really do it like in a 1 week break. Would be a bit of a stupid move maybe. Then your fellow countryman, Johan Potgieter, always remind me as well, like, why are you riding the 29er? The mullet is so much better. Which I gotta say, if I would not race World Cups, just like ride for fun, I would ride the 29er probably.
Oh, really?
Because when the track is not super rough, the 29 is insane. Like so smooth and so nice.
Yeah.
But as soon as the big bumps are coming, that's when I realized the mullet is better.
Okay.
That's the mullet is just more stable. The rear wheel follows a bit better. And I don't get like, you know when you have a mistake in a corner and it like pushes you up?
Yeah.
The 29er just does it more.
Yeah.
It just wants to fight you off track a bit more. While the mullet just, you lean it in and doesn't like stand up that easy.
Because I had the same thing when I tried. I've been riding the 29er and I tested it on, I found like on smoother tracks, like a home track or something.
Yeah.
There was no comparison. The 29er was faster, like by seconds. But then when you get to like Val de Sol and going down those drops and stuff, I also felt like the bike kicked more.
Oh, for sure,
because of the bigger wheel. Like it would push you forward more. So I had to like raise the bar. Like obviously if you have a mullet, you don't have to do that.
Yeah. Nah, So what was the last race I was on a 29er? Val d'Isole was the last one. I was actually going really well on that weekend. Top 10 in qualies. And then I destroyed my wheel in the finals. Yeah. I was a bit of an idiot. I went into the rock section without braking at all. That was literally the moment I tried to keep it easy on the top. And like super smooth, like just finish the top section and then we go. And that's my tactic in Val d'Isole all the time. Mm-hmm. And literally when I thought that, I'm like, now we're going. 2 seconds there, bam, I nearly flew over the handlebar. It was like the harshest hit ever. And yeah, had a flat tire. Tried to finish the run, but the rim broke. Riding down Val d'Isole on the rim is maybe not the best trick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was fourth at the first split as well. I've never been that good in Val d'Isole, the first split. So that was the last race actually on the 29er. Even it was going well. Like Leogang, I had some really good splits where I was fastest in sector times. Poland, I was top 5 pace till the second last corner before I crashed. So it was not going bad.
You won it there, until you...
But I felt like the mistakes I did, they always ended catastrophic.
Yeah.
Because of the bike just not handling how I want it. And then I think it was a weekend off after Val d'Isole. I went to Pila with Poddy, tested the mullet. And literally straight away when I went on the bike and just rolled out the lift, I was like, something feels nice. Like something, and then I rode and I really liked it. Just more fun.
Yeah.
Like in tight corners, when you have like a gnarly section into a tight corner, I just turn it around and way more agile. Yeah. But on smooth sections, I did some timing on the bottom corners. I was faster with the 29 again.
Interesting.
But the overall time was faster in Pila.
Interesting.
And then Latsui happened, and I was super quick till I crashed twice.
Yeah.
So it didn't really work out straight away. But then in Andorra, I got 7th. On the track I hated the most, so I think that's a good sign for the next couple races for sure.
And Leger is
favorite track.
Being good for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Favorite track?
Yeah.
More than Schladming? What are you talking about?
Race tracks.
Okay. Dude. Crazy. Okay, that is interesting because I also went back and forth on the wheel size for a while, and
it is an interesting one, especially for tall guys like us.
Because I was always like, I was like, you do some testing or whatever, and then you'd be like, cool, no, 29, that's the way. But then there'd be situations where I'd be like, maybe it would be cool to have a smaller rear wheel now.
Yeah.
But then you can't just, it's not so easy to just flip back and forth.
Yeah.
So, but that's weird that Ocean rides the 29er then.
Yeah.
Because I
don't really know about Ocean. I mean, he grew up with that bike pretty much. So he's so used to it.
Yeah.
For me, I rode a mullet for 5 years.
Yeah.
The last 5, I was on a 29er, 2019. And when I thought about it, when I changed to the mullet now, I'm like, 2019, I struggled a lot with the bike. Like, maybe it's the 29er,
Yeah.
I remember that was the same, like in the off season, I'm like, this is it. This is it. And then on the racetracks, I really struggled.
Interesting. Yeah. Just rewinding back a little bit, like how did you actually, you only started downhill at 16, which is pretty late. So how did life look for you going, through childhood and stuff, and what actually brought you to mountain biking? I know you've done a lot of skiing as well.
Childhood, I think I did everything as a kid. I liked skiing a lot, obviously. It's like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes to the first lift. And hiking with my family, especially with my dad. Also some biking, but not much. We built some jumps in the backyard, like every kid pretty much does. Then I did some ski racing, nothing crazy, just some small ones. Enjoyed it quite a lot, but the vibe in ski racing is different. It's more aggressive than in mountain bike, I would say. Mountain biking is getting there. Some of those helicopter parents you can see coming up now, like, push harder. 10-year-old kid crying,
I know.
Leave him alone. So that's like skiing a long time already. You can see the parents going really hard on the kids, bringing 3 pairs of skis to a school race suit, everything, warming them up. It's a bit weird. But yeah, I didn't enjoy that one. So I went more to slopestyle skiing, tried my luck there a little bit, but I never really had the talent. But I won my last contest.
Sick.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen you.
The guy who got second, or did he get third? He's a World Cup winner now.
No
Yeah,
way.
Lukas Müller. I beat him. But I was pretty lucky. It was like a rail contest on Dachstein. And it used to be actually a bigger contest, or like a jump contest, like 3 jumps. And I sucked on the jumps. I did a cork 1080 was my best trick, which was back then was an okay trick. Now, I don't know, 5-year-old kids do it probably.
Yeah.
And he already did like double corks and easy double backflip, double front flip stuff.
Yeah.
And then the fork came in, and then we just did a rail contest. And that's when I won. I need to stop now. But yeah, then the same summer, that was like the last contest, I bought my first bike. I was already a car mechanic back then. I started working as one when I was 15. So literally just did 9 years of school. I never really enjoyed school. I hate sitting down for ages, so this podcast hopefully is not too long. So I wanted to go work immediately. Started as a car mechanic, and I think I worked there like for a year. Then I bought my first downhill bike, and then I saw a sign like Austrian Championship in Schladming, and I could see there's a fun category as well. Signed in.
No way.
Like literally 3 weeks in. I mean, I had a dirt jump bike before. I sometimes pushed up the 4-course track in Schladming. And a freeride bike I rode a couple times. But then I had a proper bike.
And you'd never ridden it yet at that point? Like, you just got it, right?
I got it, and like 3 weeks later I did the race. And then the funny thing, that was like the current national champ in the under 7 category was in front of me on the track, and I overtook him in like a grass section at the bottom, the Schladming corners, because he was too slow and I didn't know who he is. And a friend of mine who was behind me is like, "Do you know who you choose past?" I know. Who is it? And they're like, "Oh, he's champion in the under 17 category." I'm like, okay, well, maybe not too bad then. Crashed 3 times in my race run. Got 45th in the fun category. No brake lever left.
Good start.
Dude, I was so angry. I came to the finish and my dad was there, and I looked at him. I don't know, it was like I was so disappointed, which I'd never been before. You know, in skiing, when I lost, I'm like, yeah, the others are better. Like, I don't really mind. But then at this time, I was so damn angry. I think that was the day where something started, and straight to talk to some people. Who was the next race? I want to race again. And then, everything started.
And what year was that?
2012.
2012.
So then next year I started racing with a license. It was first year junior.
When was like the moment where you thought, okay, I want to be a pro?
Next year already.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I realized pretty soon that I have potential for something. And I remember even when I rode my hardtail down the track, I could follow people on downhill bikes. And I'm like, maybe I'm not bad in this. I always enjoyed it.
Down Schladming, you rode a hardtail down.
Dude, the whole track. Got shuttled up. Or maybe just got like a one run. But I only had like, the Merida, the UMF bikes.
Yeah.
You remember those?
Yeah.
I had one of those Hardy 1 or Hardy 5, I don't remember. But they have no chain guards, so you lose your chain every 200 meters. So rattle down, try to follow some guys in front. Chain on again, we go again.
For anyone that's ridden Schladming, that is impressive.
I did the wood section with not taking my feet off. On a hardtail with like dirt jump tires on it.
Holy.
Yeah, I didn't really realize that it's like good, Like I could have started way earlier, I think, if I would have realized.
Yeah.
But I just had fun doing it sometimes. I literally did like 3 times a year or something.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then so 2012, 2013, then you were like getting more serious, and we know what happened, 2014 when I saw you on Sam's team.
Yeah.
But
a second year junior was,
When was like the turning point where you would consider yourself like a professional, where you didn't have to work anymore?
Consider myself a professional. Well, I would say 2019 already. First year on Gamox when we've been on Commercial. But, my bank account was not getting bigger. It was getting slimmer actually. I think I had some money from the insurance for my shoulders, so I actually could live off that. You know, I got 10 grand for my left shoulder. I'm like, fuck this.
Dude.
That actually saved my career, I think. The money from the insurance.
No
so
way.
Injury saved my career.
Insane.
Otherwise, I would have probably finished. And 2018 was the season where I put everything in one card. I quit as a car mechanic, worked a bit in a ski rental shop in the winter to still make money, but have more time to train. So I only work like 3 days a week, yeah. Maybe a bit more. Maybe 4 days. And then I put everything on one card, didn't work for that summer, got my first top 20, and then I signed with Gumbooks. I think if that would have not happened, I would have probably called it. Pretty sure.
Crazy.
Like, that's literally what I said. Like, if it's not happening now, I'm calling it. Because working as a car mechanic, racing every weekend, getting injured all the time, trying to hide your injury, go back to the workshop like with your shoulders, working on the cars. Like, oh, this is so fun. It wasn't fun anymore,
dude.
That was a moment where I really started to not enjoy it anymore, nearly.
Yeah.
Because like I love riding bikes so much, but it is painful, being in pain all the time and not having any time for anything else, just working and racing, and finally paid off then. Yeah, but like my real first deal where I made some money, or let's say black numbers, was 22 probably. Even my first year on Atherton was like still red numbers after the season, because you have to pay tax.
How did you told me this already, but how did it go again? How did you actually get that ride on Atherton from?
Well, 2020 COVID year, I was with Gumbooks on the factory bike, their own bike, and
sorry, before we move on, how was that bike actually?
Well, it was. That's pretty special. I think the current one they have now is a bit better. I would say.
You're being very polite.
That was not the best one for sure. But we had some good suspension techniques, I would say, which made it okay. I actually had some top 20 there.
Yeah, I remember.
And top 15, I think. I rode for, risk everything in that season as well. And then, they told me I'll get even less money the next season, even though I was making red numbers. And I'm like, well, I got to go back in a workshop again or something. I said I don't want to do that. Send a message to Lloydie, the team manager from Atherton's.
On Instagram, right?
On Instagram, yeah. And next day he replied, I think, and was like, yeah, let's chat. I'm like, no way, what's going on? And yeah, for a couple of weeks later, I signed with them. Couldn't really believe it. And since then, I would say I'm a real pro.
That's like, must have been what is it? I see that movie. There's a movie with Will Ferrell, and he's like, worldwide. You know the one.
Nah, it was, honestly, I thought like that was like 2018 again. I'm like, I might call it, you know, like, if I don't find a team, I don't know if I do the privateer program again, because it's just too expensive and I don't have the money anyway. So, yeah.
And so coming, obviously, then things have just gone in the right direction for you, but pretty much. But with the way that downhill is now, it's obviously changed a lot in the last just 2-3 years.
For sure, yeah.
I don't know, like, do you think someone can still do what you did and make it still with the new system? Like, because I feel like now with only 30 guys and Q1, Q2, like, I just feel like the people like Bernicur, yourself, that have done it for a lot of years before they really made it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's super tricky. Like, if I think about my first time I qualified was 2016 in Andorra. Like, I qualified 77th. Like, get 77th now is like, bro, like, you suck. Back then it was like, finals, baby.
Yeah.
You know, it was so sick. And everybody was like celebrating it now. Oh, I only got 77. Like, there's a couple Austrians which would have qualified in the old, what do you call it, regulations.
Yeah.
But now they're super sad because they only got 60th, you know?
But it's like,
I would have been super stoked back then.
Yeah.
And that gave me like the springboard again and again. But Yeah, I feel like the second series is not there yet. It's like, I was in Portugal this year, like, no hate, but that track was not good.
Yeah.
Like, tracks like this don't prepare you for World Cups.
And there's also not a
You
lot,
need proper tracks.
There's also not a lot of coverage either. Like,
No. So it's not like
not
teams and sponsors are interested. So I think the second series needs to get better for sure. Otherwise, the whole thing is going to kill the privateers. Or it's already killing them. There's some guys where I'm like really impressed with them. Like the Spanish kid, Dani Castellanos. I always forget his name. Anyway, he's super fast. And I think what he does as a privateer is insane. And so it's also like, if you have a proper background, let's say you grow up in Austria, you have okay, wealthy family, you can do it easily. But like it was for me, like my parents would have never had the time or the money to join me or, to buy in at a deal or something. So I think for me, the current setup would be for sure career end 5 years ago.
And
for sure.
For me, that was one of the coolest things about downhill. Like, and don't get me wrong, like
bringing up the stories.
Yeah, like I love the fact that it's way more professional now, etc. But what was cool is that I remember it was Jamie Edmondson, for example, like in Portugal. He qualified like
super good there.
50th,
I think, yeah.
He qualified like way back, like 50th or somewhere, and then he got 5th. He got a podium.
Oh, he got a podium actually.
Yeah, because it was 5 on the podium.
Yeah.
You see?
That's the rain came in a little bit, I think, but still.
But like, that was good. So, and that will never happen, obviously, again, because it does, you know. And I feel like also now...
Matt Walker in America, I think someone told me, slept underneath a car and got top 10 the next day. Stories like this, you're like, bro, you don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
My bed is not comfortable enough.
Yeah.
You know, like, it is a good thing that it's getting more professional at the top.
Yeah.
But also the second series needs to be way better. Better tricks, more races, and better support for them as well. Coverage.
Yeah, because right now there's not really any value.
Who's going to put money into the second series if they don't have money for their first series? It's not really working right now. Industry is not in the best place. Tricky one. I mean, if I could decide, I would definitely. Well, let's say I'm head of Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Straight back to top 50 or something.
Yeah.
Straight back.
The thing
also, for teams, I think it's not enough coverage they get now.
Yeah.
Like YT in La Tui didn't have me on TV because I was out.
Yeah.
Ronin was out in Ludenville.
Yeah.
It's like top teams lose value for them, for their sponsors.
Yeah.
If there would be a top 40, top 50, obviously you don't get like the super long runs out of them, but still they can do good and you have them on TV, can sell it to sponsors again. Right now it's, also nobody can watch the qualies. It's like,
The thing is also the level has gone up a lot.
Insane.
Like how close the field is.
Insane.
I mean, like was it less than, was it 2 seconds or something for qualifying?
2.1, I think.
So
I think I was 18th. I was like, oh yeah, I made it in. And like the next day in the morning, I actually checked the times again. Dude, 700 slow and I would have been out. I didn't even realize the day before.
Like that
so
is that's the crazy thing. It's like even if you had top 50, it would still be the guy that qualified 50th could get a top 10 the next day. Like
for
it's
sure,
so close.
For sure.
And that's the part that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
And it's also, I think we have so many companies. Like if you take motocross, there's like 7, 8 or 9 brands, bike brands. How many bike brands do we have? I don't know, 20? There's like way more brands. But less spots. Actually, less spots in motocross. Motocross is 40 on the start grid.
They're 40 on the start grid, yeah.
So...
I feel I know what they're trying to do, and like
it just went too fast.
It's just, for me, it's way too fast. Like, because you should first build a second series, and not just be like cutting the head off.
That's what I said. Second series first, and then we cut the top.
And everyone's like, where do we go now?
Cut the top slowly.
Yeah.
60, 50, 45, 40. Some, I think 30 is not enough.
That's what Benoit said to Sanj.
Yeah, Benoit Coulange, like La Tui, I went up for a little bit of alliance coach help for Austin and Valley on race day. Who's there? Benoit Coulange. I'm like, oh, he's there as well. Literally on the track, I said, this could be a good weekend for Benoit and me. wasn't.
It's
Yeah, I think it's, like I said, not the best. I think they should rethink the action when it comes to top 30.
and even
100%. I think otherwise they're doing a good job right now. Like the coverage is really good. The commentary is way better. On the beginning with Cedric, like, wow. Dude, I could not listen to it. It was bad. But now, and everybody was used to Rob, obviously.
yeah,
It's like from Rob to Cedric, that was like the worst mistake, I think. Now, the boys are really good now. I think it's a really good show.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool. I think what Potty told me as well is due to the fact that there's so few riders on track. If you live, like especially on race day, if you're there at the track, he said sometimes you wait 15 minutes for a rider to come past.
Dude, it was insane when I had the flat tire in Val di Sol. I pushed my bike down and I thought I'm gonna hide a little bit and watch like the next person come by. Like, when's the next one coming? It's like a 5-minute break in between, I think. Took ages. But I feel like for a top 10 it's pretty good. Like you can show like the hero shoot in the beginning and highlights on the bottom, reactions and everything, which probably came short before. But I feel like for, let's say, if you would do top 50 to top 30, just show like a minute. You know?
Like
but you show someone.
Yeah.
And if someone stands out like 3 seconds up, show a bit more.
Yeah. To me, I don't really, and they can still keep the main show the same and just have that as like an extra.
Like Red Bull used to do.
I don't really see the downside, put it that way.
Same. But yeah.
What about something like Hardline? I mean, obviously when you were in the Athertons, you went there. What's your, you didn't race, but what's your take on those events? Because it seems like there's quite a lot of riders now that are hyped on it, and they've obviously got now two rounds, and I don't know if they're planning to do more. I'm
pretty keen on doing commentary in German. That's what I can say. That's what I do. Like the last 2 or 3 I did the commentary in German. It's actually quite fun. I enjoy it. But I don't think Hardline is a competition for me. I don't know. The risk factor is super high. Like if I always think about stuff like, imagine you get a flat tire on the roll-in on the road gap. I jumped that one. Like it's the gnarliest feeling I ever had.
Really?
Like honestly, I was so scared. I did everything except the 290s because the risk on that one was too high for me. I just thought about the wind catching me and landing sideways. Chaos had a huge crash when I was up there. Like, don't mind. I watched it from the sideline. Yeah. But I feel like this year was actually all right. Like they didn't have to pedal on the 90s. It looked quite chill, but I think they're gonna make it more gnarly again. So,
but
not for me.
Yeah. A lot of the crashes though don't happen on the jumps though. Interestingly.
Yeah, like, I think because they're not as switched on as they are on the jumps.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But the sections in between in Wales are sick. I really enjoyed it. So if those shitty 90s would not be there, I would be so stoked. That was the first year as well where they were like muddy and weird.
Is that when Bernard broke his wheel?
Yeah, everything I think. Yeah, it was a gnarly one.
Yeah.
Now for me, I'm a really risk calculated person now, not like 10 years ago. So Hardline is a bit too much. Even I think it would be really sick to do more.
There's some guys that are wanting the World Cups to become more, like go more in that direction, you know, like bigger jumps. Like bigger.
I'm with them. That's for sure. I think the jumps should be bigger and stuff, but not as big. Like they don't need to be 90 foot, especially like wind. Like what are you going to do at a World Cup? If a 90 foot, then it's windy. Cancel the race or... You have so much more problems as well. Wind, rain, like the speed. Hardline, like how many times do they change the schedule because the wind and the rain is coming in? And you don't want to do that every second World Cup. Yeah. Like Andorra is like the last couple of years. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, that place in the wind is horrible.
And there's, what is it, like a 20 foot step down on the top, which is the problem.
Yeah, and
the wind.
also they've got the same problem
Helicopter,
there.
everything.
That step down looks the same as the roll off, and so many people have crashed on those two.
Dude, I said it on Trackhawk this year, like, how do people do this? And I think on finals day, first practice run, I did a little brake check. I'm like,
Which one is this?
nope. It was like a super tiny one, but, you know, luckily I go quite fast off the second one as well.
Yeah.
So I think I would still clear the top one as well. But you know, when you make fun of something, how do people do this? Like,
But it
you gotta
happens.
be stupid to do it, no? See, not fully switched on in that one moment, you can do a mistake like this.
I don't know, and they've had, I don't know, sometimes track builders, I think, or event organizers, they know that people have had problems there in the past, and every year there's someone else that does it. They should use like different color matting or
Yeah, I'll
something.
just put a speaker there, which is shouting jump every 2 seconds.
Jump.
Jump.
Going back to you, like winning, what does it feel like? Because like for most people, they can't, it's so far away to think about like winning a World Cup. It's sort of hard to even imagine what that would feel like. What does it feel like for you? Like, for example, when you won Leogang, going in that moment, in that day, like you qualified well, you know you can do it, but how does that actually feel? And then like in your race run, can you remember it? Is it like a blur? Like, I mean, because you were telling me a couple of years before, you know, you were getting 30th, and then you were like winning World Cup, like at home. Like what? Yeah, how does that feel?
It's a tricky one to explain. I think that day was pretty special anyway. I didn't qualify too well. I think I was 9th or something, which going for the win is not the best position, I would say.
But maybe, it's still...
I didn't expect it, I would say. I would have expected way more in Lenside the weekend before, because I qualified first with a snap chain, and then second in semi-finals with a snap chain.
You snapped a chain twice?
Yeah. And then finals, I was like, now we go in. And absolutely huge. Like really, really big one. Didn't hurt my knee a little bit actually. So Leogang was like, I should not crash, you know, like the knee is not in the best shape. So the whole weekend started super easy into it. And I literally just wanted to have a good result. I didn't think about much. Just remember Stargate, I said to Ben, to my old mechanic, like, I want this shit so bad. Like, that moment, like, dude, I want it so much. And then dropped into my run. I remember first corner, there was a guy waving like this. You can see it on my run. And I looked at him and I'm like, is he waving me off, you know? For a second, I was like, dude, should I stop? But then I kept going, obviously. I was like, idiot. This year, the ambulance came up the road. Did you see that?
No.
In my run, the ambulance came up. Go around there, first corner, go down, I can hear it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked at them like 3-4 times. The blue light flying up the road.
Crazy.
In my run. Thinking about it back now, I'm super angry. I didn't say anything on that day, but I was like, well. Anyway, back to the other run. Then top section, I remember going super fast, scary fast, like nearly too fast sometimes. I was so scared. Leogang top section, the dry is pretty bad. And I got some infos from the team about the exit onto the motorway, that everybody who's fast, like, focus on the exit on the motorway. You need to pedal really hard. So I'm dropping to the section, have a brake issue, like nearly crash. I'm like, oh my God, not again. Like I had an issue going on back then, which came up here and then. And I'm like, nah, here we go again. But then luckily it got stable again. Next corner, go onto the stumps onto the exit. And I'm already thinking about like pedal hard. Literally when I thought that, make a mistake again. And I'm like offline, like fighting the corner onto the first wooden jump. And tried to pedal a little bit. I remember that feeling was so weird. Like, you know, when you're not balance, like it's fully nice, and you're still pedaling. Nearly missed the jump, didn't pull it, cased it. I'm like, bro, like your team manager told you to focus onto that section, pedal hard, and you mess up this section. And from there on, I just remember going over the second jump, like, now or never, like, I just went super hard. From there on, that was pretty dreamy from there on, I would say. The crowd on the bottom was sick.
Did you, you think in your run?
Not from there on and not anymore, no.
Did you think in your run that at any point did you think this, I could win?
Yeah, the last corner. I railed the last corner, like the last really weird left, you know?
Yeah.
I railed the corner and I jumped out of it kind of. Like nearly crashed, I would say, but I already started pedaling. Got around the next corner, like, this could be a winning run. Like, there was like a feeling suddenly like, dude, that could be it. Like, all the feeling I had from the woods, like I rode it like in trance. And then it came out like so stoked, like, dude, this is insane. Finish and jump, pedal in, and I just heard the crowd celebrating, stoppy.
Yeah.
And pretty good time.
And then you were ninth quali, so you had to wait.
I remember the last two was Bruni and Finn, I think. Finn was the last one. I think Bruni was second last one. Like, Laurent was next to the podium or to the hot seat. I could see how he's smiling down there, you know, like super confident, like the boy's gonna make it again.
Yeah.
And then Bruni came in second, like not even like a second behind me, I think, not even. And I was like, Finn, he's gonna destroy my dream. Like, here we go. Come on, smoke me. And then he motorway, and he's like, I don't remember, was he up? I think he was up a little bit on the motorway. And then the last split, he was like a little bit back, and I'm like, this is it. No chance he's winning it. Like, the last section I rode so good, nobody will beat it. I was so confident. And Jackson was actually quite close. There's a GoPro of us too, where it's like start to finish.
Yeah.
And we were literally like the last corner, he was like a meter in front of me, but then he made that mistake.
Yeah.
So I think I rode the last corner so good he would have not had me anyway. But dude, that was a close one. And then Finn made another mistake on the bottom, and then I knew it. And I was like, I'm not gonna cry. And I cried like a baby. I'm way too emotional, it sucks.
And that day, like leading into that, was it just like a normal day, or did you have like any sort of feeling that day that was, you know, obviously you wanted it, but was anything different? Or
I think I was just in a good mood and having fun. Like the first time a lot of people from my place here came out there, like I organized a little bus. Yeah. Like a little fan club came over. But it's so sick, the picture in there, like everybody in front of the pit before the race. Mm-hmm. Like the first time, you know, like people from my village and everybody's coming. And then, I think that gave me like the extra motivation to show them. That was pretty sick. Yeah, it's probably still the best day I ever had when it comes to racing.
Well, hopefully not the last.
Nah, I think it's probably going to be the best day of my racing career. Yeah. I'm thinking this is beatable. Yeah. At home, Valley won as well. Yeah. And it was weather was nice. The crowd was actually really good for Leogang, I would say. And good after party with drum and bass. Couldn't sleep. I was still buzzing.
Do you like Leogang, the track?
Dude, I hated Leogang for
really
so long. I got injured there like a couple of times. Like 2 or 3 injuries are from Leogang, I would say. And I don't know, I never really did too well there. Yeah. Never really had like a really good result. It was like okay results. Maybe as a junior I got 8th at the European Cup in Elite. Mm-hmm. So that was actually really good. But like ages ago. So yeah, I was never really the biggest fan of Leogang. Also, the track wasn't the best, I would say. Mm-hmm. But then I helped them to build the track for World Champs, which turned out as a disaster. Keep it natural. Oops.
Well, but it was entertaining.
It was
that's
a special one, yeah. Who would have thought that it's going to snow and not a single bit of sunshine comes up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that weekend was pretty bad. But I feel like 21, first year as a real pro, I feel like I enjoyed it. Go top 30. And then 2022, don't know what happened there. My first podium out of nowhere. It's like, Leogang is sick. The track was sick there, I would say. Like super techy on the bottom,
Yeah.
bit muddy. Yeah, I think that was the best Leogang so far.
Now it's going.
Yeah, now it's getting a bit more bike parky again.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, you can't blame him. It's like, it's an open section.
Yeah.
You gotta shape it, you gotta keep it nice and build some berms. Roots are getting cut out. What should he do?
Same thing happened with the old track originally. Like
Yeah.
That, that top forest section used to be a forest section.
Dude, yeah, if you watch the videos from, 15 years ago,
We were like,
this is Leogang?
yeah, it's crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Who's your favorite, in your opinion, who's like your favorite rider or the best rider of all time? That like was
The
like
best rider of all time.
in your opinion? I mean, obviously Greg's the GOAT, but on paper.
On paper, he's the gold, yeah. Well, I'm super impressed by Bruni. You gotta give him some credit for how consistent he is over so many years. Also a super nice guy. Really like him. I love Amri when he's his best, It's like, dude, watching those runs, sometimes I would love to be that crazy, but yeah, well, I think only he is.
I feel like, unfortunately, that's been the result. Like now, he's had quite a lot of injuries now, like back to back as well. It's just,
Yeah,
I mean, he's an incredible rider, but he does take a lot of risk.
yeah. But the best rider ever, I think Gwyn. Sam Hill, I remember his last era. I don't remember his best era,
Yeah.
only from videos. So I can't really comment on that. But I remember him. I watched him win in Schladming.
Oh,
Got the golden jacket from Paul
way.
Palmer. I was like first row on the podium.
No way.
Yeah, I was so stoked. I wasn't even riding back then, but
Crazy.
just watching the World Cup was so sick. Dude, it's hard. There was so many. I was always rooting for Stevie Smith. I think he was a sick rider. But best of all time.
Or maybe
must be Gwyn.
your favorite, I don't know, someone who's like, I don't know, your guy. Through the early part of your career, Gwyn was like the guy.
Yeah, but kind of.
Because
It was sick, but I wanted to see other people win though. And I was like a big Stevie Smith fan because, I don't know, just sick riding style, partying. Yeah, just the whole character, I would say. And for Gwyn, I didn't really see the character back then,
Yeah.
which now I see it. I think he also changed probably. But I would say Stevie was my favorite racer when I was a junior. And maybe Brooke as well when I started. Mm-hmm. And Pecky, obviously. He was like top 10 sometimes,
Yeah.
or quite often. And he's from Schladming as well, like I am. And watching an Austrian be super good at World Cups, wasn't actually the main reason I watched the World Cup back then.
Really?
Because you go on Facebook, you're like, oh, he's racing a World Cup again, la, la, la. And then just watch the race because there's like a fellow countryman doing well. And now he's training me. God.
Do you think someone like, because a lot of, obviously, unfortunately, Stevie's not here anymore, and Gwyn, he had a lot of, what?
Remy Theriault. He's still racing, and the riding style is insane. When something gets super technical, super gnarly, just wait for that. What is it, number 22 is he now?
Yeah.
Still remember his win in Andorra that I was watching.
That was a crazy race. Like
the last gully down there.
he made up like 2 seconds in that last section.
Dude. Yeah. Let's say Remy, like all time. I love to watch him ride. Such a cool rider. Maybe not the best, but just a nice person as well.
Yeah, I know, he's a super nice guy. I mean, most of the guys at the World Cup are pretty nice guys, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which is not the same in many other sports.
I think the good thing is we're racing against the clock and not against each other. So, yeah. It's a good vibe.
Do you think someone, I mean, obviously for a lot of years, Gwyn was dominating, and then he had, unfortunately, some injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think he could still win?
Gwynny.
or like come back? Or do you think it's
I would
like
never count him off. I feel like there can always something happen which maybe gives him the confidence suddenly again. Because I feel like the injuries definitely must have changed him. I don't know about his injuries before he got dominant, but I don't think he was injured much, was he? I don't know. But
I think he had some injuries in motocross before downhill.
yeah, but that's different though.
Yeah.
Like if I get hurt at skiing, I don't relate it to mountain biking.
Yeah, true.
So I feel like injuries change you a lot, and it's hard to fight back. Like you can see, I struggle a bit this year on the beginning of the season. Ronan, like everybody needs to come back, even like the hardest guys. But I think if he finds the right setup again, it's not too far away. Could happen.
I feel like
the perfect day.
Yeah,
Suddenly everything.
You see it so often in the sport. I know. I just feel like it's interesting because so many people write people off. You know, they have like a couple bad years and it's like, oh, he's done. Like, it's like, dude, this guy won 20 World Cups.
Like Remy Thirion, he was gone for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because of his injury in Leogang.
Exactly.
He was gone and then he came back with Commercial, was it? Yeah. He came actually back really strong in 2020. And like
that injury was bad as well. I mean, for him to come back from that was also...
Yeah. No, so I would never write him off. Never. But
and even this year some of the races, like he was, I don't know, 20th or 19th or something. But I mean, in the time, it's so tight now.
Yeah.
Like that's the difference.
He qualified in La Tui, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think the first two he didn't, and then he qualified through all the rest. So. I could be wrong.
Maybe he's winning world champs this year.
Dude,
imagine
that would be sick. That would be sick.
Straight away retire. Like that's like the way to go out.
But I mean, like it's crazy to me that he hasn't won it. Yeah, considering how he won 5 overalls.
Yeah,
and, he was so dominant.
It's pretty impressive if you think about how mentally strong he was. But something must be at world champs that he's thinking about it. There must be something because otherwise that's not a how do you call it, inconvenient? Well, yeah, he kind of looked the extra pressure, or like I want to win this one race. You know,
it's that's the big question: is how do you get to that point where, like now, Jackson has had that, like where he just, from the outside at least, he looks like when he's in the start gate, he's like, I'm winning today. Like it looks like he knows before, you know, and that's how Gwyn looked.
The confidence is insane,
and that's how Gwyn looked at that in those years. He was just like in the gate, and everyone was like, okay, here we go.
Didn't care.
Here we go. Like
Loic in the podium, in the hot seat down there, like he's coming in.
Yeah, but and in those moments it looks kind of easy for the guys, but it's obviously not easy.
To be honest, I know that feeling from a podium perspective, not from winning. Like 2022, when I think my third podium happened, like the other two, they were like easy.
Really?
Because I'm like, I want to win, you know, like the podium is going to happen for sure nearly. I kind of knew it's like, they've had a really good run on there. And I feel like for Jackson, he's another level.
Yeah.
For him, it's the win. So, confidence is a big thing. Also dangerous.
Yeah, well, then if you get too confident, then you end yourself.
Seen it so many times. I think Jackson's really good with that.
What's been the toughest track like that you've raced over the years, where you've been like, where it's actually scared you, where you'd be like, I don't know, like this?
I think it must be Andorra.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I mean, this year I enjoyed it, but I wanted to enjoy it. It was weird. I think I didn't qualify in La Tui the week before, and now I'll go again. I actually hate this track, but I'm going to do well. But just nothing in it. I don't know.
Did you like the old track?
Yeah, Andorra? For sure. Everybody did. I wasn't fit back then, so I didn't fully like it. I sprinted on the top onto the bridge, and I was already dying. I'm like, dude, I was so cooked on the first bridge. That was so good.
A long way to go from there.
I was like 8 seconds back at the first split, I remember, and qualified. I think it was one of the fastest on the bottom, I think.
No way.
Yeah. But top sector, super fast, narrow stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Wow. Nah, I think Andorra is my least favorite track right now because just no lines really. It was a little bit better this year, but I see so much more potential in that area. You could build quite better lines, I would say. Like tape it differently to have more line option. Make it super wide or something, I don't know. Like some corners got better, but yeah, I think that's probably the worst track right now. Hopefully. We're going to America, new track soon. Hopefully this is not going to beat it. But I think it should be good. New tracks are always good. Just something nobody has seen before.
Yeah, like Le Tuile, it's always guys get super stoked
That was so good.
on new stuff.
Yeah,
But when they've got people that know what they're doing building.
for sure.
Because,
For sure.
yeah, then you...
But I still have to say, I feel like they nearly built too much man-made. Not too. I've rated that track like one of the best of all time, but still they could have done less digging. Like why first year racing a track, why already build it half of it with a digger or more?
Yeah.
Keep it as natural as possible.
Just tape it.
Yeah, I feel like you need some catches and stuff, otherwise you get worse conditions. Leogang 2020.2. So
But
you need like catches in the right sections, and sometimes like a nice berm is nice. I'm not complaining about some big berms sometimes, but they nearly did too much already. But it was still really, really good.
But
that's my opinion.
yeah.
Bruni, Verge, they've been there. Maybe they love that stuff more. They also love Andorra, so they like it, the exact opposite to me probably.
Why can't we get a World Cup back in Schladming?
It's expensive.
But they have ski World Cups here. I mean, that must
That's
also
cheaper.
Really?
Yeah.
But the prize money at a ski World Cup is way more than the Downhill World Cup.
I think they moved it up now to 60,000 for the win. Yeah, that's the least you can win. And like Kitzbühel, you win 100.
And then how much you win in Downhill again?
Similar. Let's not talk about this topic. Yeah. Here's what it is.
That's insane. So it's purely a money thing. Or I thought because... Are you not allowed? I thought maybe because they've already got one in Austria, like in Leogang.
No, that's not a problem anymore. I mean, in France, there's two. Year.
Okay, true.
Yeah, this year's two. I think it's the money. It's quite expensive for them. And they're like, oh, we need to close the track. So much investment. How much does it bring back, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, they would be really keen if it would be cheaper.
Do you know by any chance what it costs?
That I'm not allowed to say.
Okay.
I should not say it.
To host, I mean, not from their point of view, but actually what you have to pay the Warner Brothers or whatever. Okay.
Don't know if I should say it.
I heard it was a lot, like hundreds of thousands. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Don't know if it was correct or not, but I heard like 200 or something like that.
That would be cheap.
Really?
200,000, that would be super cheap, though.
Okay.
We could save up and... Well, 200,000, I think.
But that's not to run the World Cup. That's just the like to be able to do a World Cup. Like,
no, I think it's way more.
In the actual running of a World Cup, it's over $1 million as far as I.
Yep. The triple event like enduro, cross country and downhill, that's big bucks. But I mean, Leogang, they're also so stoked on racing. Like the guys from the lift and everybody, they so into it. I think that's also been missing in Schladming maybe. Like the people who are really close into racing. And I think Schladming is funded by the country and Leogang is not.
Oh, interesting.
And they live in Salzburg, and Salzburg is paying more money for events like this. Like giving more money to events to support him. Here's Styria. Styria is a bit difficult. I should not say too much.
Cheapskates.
But I think they're really keen, and it's definitely on their list. So if something changes, if someone changes his mind, like we want to spend the money, we might see it coming back.
I think that will be every rider's dream.
I literally spoke to Pecky today about it, like,
Really?
what can we do, blah, blah. Maybe European Cup would be nice.
Yeah.
Even Austrian champs, something. Like now the rookies champs are there, like, those rookies get to race the sick track, you know?
But I feel like the track has changed a lot over the years. It's
big time.
become...
But you can, for a race, you could do so much.
Yeah.
Like, open the old wood section again and stuff like this. I think for a race, they would still be allowed to do it, so we could do some good stuff. We have some plans with that track anyway. I wanted to do it this year already, but I think they've been super busy fixing everything else. So hopefully by end of this year, we're going to do some new updates, a bit more freshness.
Yeah, it's
not a bit too bike parky.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more bike parking than it used to be. Some parts are cool, obviously, but you know.
But that's it. I think like mountain bike is not like skiing. Like you groom it and it's always the same, and it's fresh again. It's always going to be dead someday. Root's going to be cut, and then it's just.
Is there anything that you would have done differently in your career up to this point that would have maybe benefited you, you know, to get you quicker?
That's a tricky one. I don't know. Pretty happy where I am, but I feel like I could have probably looked for outside help earlier. Like the thing with Pecky, Daniela, my mental coach and stuff like this. I maybe could have reached out to people like, oh, can you help me there a bit earlier, and not just think like, oh, I gotta make it on my own, you know, I'm a strong and capable man. So I think that would have helped me, and I maybe would have not had that many injuries.
Yeah.
Even they're not big injuries, but I think I maybe would have been there earlier. And also, maybe everything would have been different. Leogang would have never happened. You never know.
Have you ever thought about, I mean, obviously it's hard when you're racing, but like, have you ever thought about what you want to do after racing? And are you the type of guy that, are we going to see you racing at 40? Like,
maybe. Maybe,
or
actually.
are you like wanting to book out early?
Nah, I think I'm one of them who is going to race long. If the level of my riding is going to be enough, obviously. I don't want to be not qualifying for every World Cup after being good. So probably, I don't know, at least 35, I would say.
Cool.
At least. That's how I feel right now. I feel like my body is in a really good, what do you call it? Station right now. I feel like I know what I need for training. If I don't have like an injury like right now, still I'm in the best shape, and I just feel good. Like I felt worse when I was 20. Like I always felt I was dealing with back issues and stuff. They're gone now pretty much. Like, but yeah, I feel really good. And I mean, I've seen the other side. I've been a car mechanic before, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
You go into the workshop every day. You work on the cars every day. You do service on the same cars. Like, you change the same parts because the same parts always break. You're like, it's just boring. Yeah? It's like, obviously there's some nice parts as well. Like, don't know, some cool jobs like fix a whole engine and stuff like this. Was also nice to do it sometimes, but most of the time you go into the workshop and you're already bored and same shit every day. Yeah. And now I'm living the dream. Getting paid to ride my bikes, to keep my body fit and travel the world. South Korea next year. Stuff like this is so sick.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. Definitely. I'm living the best life.
We chatted about it a bit earlier before we started, was like riding too much. And obviously I've been there as well, like when you're doing it as a job, it's fun, but it's also a job. Like, so when you're doing it all the time, it's kind of hard. You need to keep a balance. Like,
for sure.
How do you keep yourself motivated, like in those times where you feel like a bit like you've done too much?
I think not ride your bikes. I think right now I'm in like a bit of a not ride your downhill bike moment, just for 2 weeks, because
he lives in Schladming and he's like,
dude, it is a tricky one. Like you just look out the window, like it's just over there. just a sneaky one, jump line quickly, or just some t-shirt laps, which is the best idea most of the time. Go super fast and have a hugie. Nah, I think for me, if I have some time off the downhill bike, especially, and I get back on it, it's just that greediness again. You jump on it. Like first run, you're like, I actually feel super shit. I should have ridden more the last couple of weeks. Second run, this actually feels alright. And the third run, you're already pushing super hard and you're just so stoked. And I feel like that stokedness just goes away the more you ride, obviously. And then you get to a point where you're like, it is sick. I'm enjoying it, but yeah. And that's where I don't want to be. I want to be getting onto my downhill bike super stoked, because that's when I ride well. Every time when I have a good result, I'm in a good mood. I don't remember a single time I did a good result when I was in a bad mood. Never. Bad mood, shit result. Literally.
It is. And that's why people, if you're in a good mindset in general, with other parts of your life.
Like sometimes I try to be super serious, I need to be careful to not fall into the just train, eat clean, blah, 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 kind of mindset. And then I think about 2022, dude, I partied every weekend.
Really?
Twice sometimes. Like till the sun was rising.
No way.
Honestly, I was partying a lot. I was sick. It was really good.
And you had like insane season?
Yeah, like 4 podiums in a row. And I partied every weekend really hard. Also, like European champs, I won the first time. I came home, I partied 2 days in a row at home. 2 days later, I drove to Lenzerheide. I was in the car, I was like, oh my God, I'm so cooked, I'm so hangover still. 2 days later, I'm like, oh my God, you're not going to be anywhere near the podium this weekend. I was like, after my first one, podium again. Because I was in a good mood. It maybe was not the right thing to do. Like right now, I'm like, maybe I could have stayed a bit calmer and maybe...
Well, but it worked.
Won a couple more races already, but at this time I didn't really care. I had that one podium and I was like, season is sick already, I don't need more. And that's it, you just need to be free and enjoy.
When
Jackson is also really good in that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know him personally, but he looks like he's got a very good balance.
Yeah.
He's also a DJ, isn't he?
Yeah. That's so sick. Valisoli was DJing Leogang. I think it's so sick. Yeah, I love it. If you think about that, like motocross, I'm a big fan of motocross. Those guys ride every day nearly.
Yeah.
Not every day, but
they
race 2 days.
And they have 35 races.
Day off. Oh, we're going to go on a 3 hour spin on the road bike. Next day we ride motocross. Next day we do motocross. Like, I would be so bored. And they do the same circle all the time. If I go and ride motocross the same track 2 days in a row, I'm so bored. But I get bored pretty easy. So I think that's why I also need less time on a downhill bike. Because the hype is gone. Even I love biking, but then I go ride my enduro bike, ride some techie trails, do some ender corners, and just enjoy mountain biking and not riding my downhill bike.
So how much do you ride your downhill bike? Like coming into the season and stuff like that?
Depends. Depends if I have to test a lot or not, but 2 days in a week, I would say. Is
that like average?
Average, yeah.
And during season?
Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Okay.
Right now, less. 2 weeks, nothing. But then probably 3 days before Leger again, and then we go again.
So do you feel like when you want to get faster, do you feel like riding your bike helps you to get faster? Or do you feel like, because I've had that before, we have taken a break and then you come back and you feel like you're riding faster than ever and you've had like 3 weeks off.
Yeah, that's like my first podium. Broke my elbow. 3 weeks later, podium. Without training or riding at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, probably I actually had a huge the weekend before. Because I had a crash with a kid and it was other story. Let's not talk about that one. But I feel like downhill is such a sport for your brain. If you ride so much, I feel like you get so tired and I don't know, just mentally drained. And then all the injuries happen and that's when I got injured, when I rode too much and too tired.
Yeah.
If you don't ride for 3 weeks, you're so on it and you want to ride so much and you're just in the moment.
Yeah.
And I was just like, still feeling the runs from yesterday.
Pretty much like me dropping into Schladming today. And
actually, no, I can't wait anymore. But it's a week.
When you at a race, do you do any full runs in practice, like preparing for a World Cup?
It depends.
Because I spoke to Gwyn and he said to me that in the past he never did any full runs in practice.
Dude, I remember watching him.
Qualifying was the first full run and then race run. And I was
he never was fast in time practice, not only sections.
Yeah.
You could tell like, oh, this guy is flying actually, but you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes he looked so bad in practice. I remember like I didn't qualify back then much. So I watched like finals there.
Yeah.
And I was like, this dude is not feeling well today. Like he's sick or something.
Yeah.
P1 baby. How? Like you look shit in practice, like literally. And now you're at the top step of the podium.
It's just so crazy to me, like the different ways. Because like Danny Hart, for example, he does run 5 full runs.
Do you remember when he won Valdisol? I think he done like 8 full runs till his finals day. I remember him going past all the time, like this guy's flying, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
Kept doing that like every day. But I feel like now you gotta save a bit of energy. That's also, I think it's getting more physical, like body-wise, like G-force and everything. And I don't really see the point of going super fast, super many times. Like for me, I always peak at like run 4 or something on the day, maybe run 3. So if I do like timed runs and I know the track already, run 3 or run 4 is the fastest. And then I start to get slower nearly. Maybe if I make mistakes in run 3 and 4, then maybe not. But if I really hit my lines and go really fast at run 3, that's it. I don't get faster. Maybe if I get super crazy, yeah. But
risk your life. Like
I don't do that anymore. So I don't think it's necessary. And there's some riders out there which are super fast in every time practice.
Yeah.
And then on finals day, they're not in the top 10. Winning time practice, not top 10. It's like, what's the point?
Do you find it easy to get up to speed? Like, because that was something that some people struggle with. I struggle with that, to like get up to speed quick enough. Like
sometimes super easy, I would say. And sometimes I struggle a lot. Depends on the setup. Like this year I tried something on the fork in Luneville. And I thought I'm fucking fast. 29th in the time practice. I was pushing, dude.
Really?
Then we changed something on the fork and the next day everything was good again. But dude, I was stressed. And then there's other days, I think Leogang, I won time practice this year. And I didn't really push hard or anything. It was just happening naturally.
Yeah. Crazy that the fork could make that much difference.
Yeah, it was quite a big change. I tried something with Jordy and didn't really go my way. But also it was like, not having enough time in the off season.
Yeah.
So I had to do it in the season this year. Still learning.
Are you ready for Leger?
Favorite track? Soon. We're soon ready. Another week chilling at home and training at home. Really love to go into the gym at the moment. So yeah, building confidence. Also I feel confident after Andorra, doing well there. Favorite track, Leger. Hopefully some fresh loamy turns.
Maybe it'll rain and you'll be able to do your slide again.
Dude. Well, then Amory comes again. Dude,
that was so good.
That was gnarly. That was a sick race.
Dude, the last question that I ask every guest is, what does the word success mean to you?
Success. To me, success means if I did my best and I'm happy with myself. I think that's it. Doesn't matter what the outcome is. If I put all the work in, I gave my best and I achieved my best, like for me personally, that's success. It's not about beating other people. Sure. Like we sometimes focus in our sport. Most of the time. Try not to.
Dude, thank you. That's short and sweet.
Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for making it happen. Finally. We got it done. It was interesting to pick your brain. It's always I love it to chat to people that are in the same, that have been in the same situations, you know, because there's not many people on planet Earth that have been in a World Cup start gate, like, and know what that feels like. And have also winning a World Cup, like, it's an interesting.
I think we've also had similar stages in our career. Like you came like to top 20, top 21 was it?
Top 21,
in Val di Sole.
Claim to fame, top 21.
I remember. And I remember, oh, this guy's coming, and injuries happened. Yeah. So the luck wasn't on your side. For me, maybe the luck was more on my side. So I
remember actually, that's my claim to fame. I remember, was it Tabarts? There was a German race, Tabart. And it was wet, and I smoked you.
Did you win actually?
I won, yeah.
Oh,
I won by 5 seconds. I won by 5 seconds.
Dude.
That race. I don't know what was going on. That was like that was that year as well.
Wasn't that a year on solid or was it?
I was on solid, yeah, and I got top. I got 21st of Val di Sole, and I qualified at every World Cup except for Andorra where I crashed. But every other World Cup I qualified. So it was like, for me, that was the best season. And then unfortunately freaking ended myself the next year.
to get 21st in the world is not easy. So
yeah, I mean, like you can always want more. Like even Loic, I'm sure he wants to win another world champ.
Of course,
like, everyone, so I'm like, for me, I think it's important. Just like I'm stoked with where I got to, like where I am. There's never
living a pretty good life now as well, I would say.
I mean,
riding Schlappming on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
pretty good.
And I mean, bikes are sick, racing is sick, but there's also other things in life that are more important, you know. So, and I think that's what the injuries also show you.
Yeah, for sure.
And it also makes you then enjoy when you can go ride like more, because you're like, it's just sick that I get to do this. And I feel like a lot of people that have been in our shoes, kind of myself included, it's just like whatever, like it's just another day, like another day in the bike park, like on a Wednesday or whatever. But like not many people get to do that. Like,
yeah, it's insane. That's, I think, stuff you always need to remind yourself.
Life's good.
Definitely. Nice one, dude. Thanks, bro.
If you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a comment and let me know which guests you want to see, and I will do my best to get them on. And to see more episodes, click the playlist right up here.
That was iconic.